Hey, what's up guys? I'm back with another video. This time it's going to be for Ash Prime. Ash is a fun warframe. You can use Bladestorm, you can use Shuriken. What we're doing is we're using our Shuriken. That's what this build is all about. So let's go over the abilities a little bit. Shuriken. Basically, you're throwing a Shuriken. It's going to do some damage, but the main reason you have this is because you're using an augment mod that gives armor reduction when you use the Shuriken. So the armor reduction is the whole reason you have this. So you're throwing it at an enemy and then you're going into melee range with your teleport or by running up to them. You could throw your Blade Storm on if you wanted. Blade Storm is just a way to do a ton of damage without you actually being a part of it. You just kind of activate it and mouse over some enemies, and then you'll have clones teleporting to them, doing damage to them. So Shuriken is basically everything to this build. Smoke screen. It helps you get in range, without the enemy killing you because it makes you invisible. You can still run while you're invisible and everything. So smoke screen is good. Duration helps with that. Teleport gets you right into melee range. You want some range sometimes, at least 100% range. You don't really want to nuke your range for a teleport. You could have more range if you so pleased, but I wouldn't. It's just not worth it. Um, like I said, Blade Storm, really cool ability. You're making clones fight the enemy. Super cool ability, and you could make a build that is more about strength and be using Blade Storm a lot. Passive bleed effects inflicted on enemies do 25% increased damage and last 50% longer. So that's actually really good too. I believe slash counts as a bleed. So definitely good considering I think most of our abilities, yeah, our two damaging abilities are slash. So it's really good. Now let's go ahead and get into the mod build. So Steel Charge, we take that because this is a melee warframe. Plus 60% melee damage, you can't really go wrong there. Next is Cunning Drift. We take this for the 15% ability range to get us back to 100%. That is, like I said, it's pretty important to be at least 100%. And then next is Prime Continuity. We are maxing out duration. As you can see, we have it at 297%. Plus 55% ability duration with Prime Continuity. And we're doing this because we want the Shuriken's armor reduction to last longer. It also affects smokescreen, which isn't a bad thing. So we're mostly doing it for the Shuriken though. Next is Umbral Vitality, 500% health at rank 9. I do not have these at rank 10. Neither of my Umbras are rank 10. They are both rank 9. So keep that in mind when you're putting these in. You should be fine. The capacity does allow for them to go to rank 10. But yeah, right now at rank 9 it's 500% health, and then Umbral Intensify is 50% strength. We want at least the 50% strength because it affects our armor reduction on the Shuriken. It also does affect our Blade Storm damage, which is good, but we're not focused on Blade Storm. We are focused on Shuriken, and we want the armor reduction to be high. So it starts out at 70%. With Umbral Intensify, it goes up to 104%. Super good, and I guess you could change out some mods to kind of get you there, but it's a tight fit in this build. So if you can figure something out, that's cool. I'll give it a shot, and we'll we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll change up my build that way. But anyways, next is Augur Message plus 24% ability duration. Like I said, duration is what we're doing. That's our main thing. The second ability, 40% energy spent on abilities is converted to shields. Not bad, not necessary. We're really doing this for the duration. This one is absolutely 100% necessary. Seeking Shuriken for a Shuriken build, this is necessary. So it's a Shuriken augment, hits exposed weaknesses on enemies, reducing their armor by 70% for 8 seconds. So like I said, it starts out at 70%. With strength, it goes up. So make sure you have Seeking Shuriken if you want to go with this build. Next is Narrow Minded, plus 90% ability duration, minus 60% ability range. So we are nuking our range with this, but we're making our duration so much longer. because that is our focus, because we want the shuriken to last longer. So that's why we have some range mods in here to get it back to 100%, because we don't want to be below 100% range either. Next is Unreal Intensify. I already went over that though. Just a 50% ability strength. That is how we're getting to 150%. Next is Stretch, plus 45% ability range. Again, we don't want to be below 100%. And then after that is Constitution, plus 40% faster knockdown recovery, plus 28% ability duration. So I can't stress it enough, duration is the most important part of this build. You could switch some things out to be strength maybe, so like switching out Constitution for like Augur Secrets. You could do that. I mean, if we did that, let's see, so we're at 174%. That takes our Seeking Shuriken duration down to 21 seconds, which is only a 2-second difference, but it increases our armor reduction by 121%. And it also increases the damage of the two abilities by a considerable amount. So you can go between those. I'd say you run either Augur Secrets or Constitution. Honestly, 2 seconds is not a huge deal, and having an extra almost 20% armor reduction, that's pretty good, and an extra almost 1,000 damage on Blade Storm and an extra about 100 damage on Shuriken. So Augur Secrets is not a bad choice. So you're going to want to decide for yourself between Augur Secrets and Constitution. Both work, both are good, and you'll just have to go from there. I think I'm going to keep Augur Secrets on. I kind of like the strength. That seems like it'd be more fun. Next for Arcanes, we take Arcane Strike. Mine's only a rank 3 right now, but if you have a rank 5 one, definitely use the rank 5. At rank 5, it's 15% chance for plus 60% attack speed to melee weapons for 18 seconds. Like I said, we're using the Shuriken to apply the armor reduction, then we're going into melee range and, well, beating the shit out of them. Next is Arcane Guardian. This is just some survival. 15% chance for plus 900 armor for 20 seconds. You can take either this or Arcane Grace. Both will do pretty good. I don't really know what else I would take. I don't have too many Arcanes myself, but that's kind of what I went for. I figured having some survivability wouldn't be a bad thing. So this is only 4 formas. So if you do, for some reason, need another forma, that's fine. No problems with that. But if you're using Augur Secrets, you're less likely to need another forma. Even with my narrow-minded only being at rank 9 and Unreal Intensify and Vitality also being at rank 9, that's only going to be 3 more points. So honestly, if you were using Constitution, you wouldn't even need another forma. The only reason you would need another forma is if you completely change the build, and then you're not using this build, so it doesn't even matter. So with that being said, though, I'm going to show you guys a quick preview of it. So let's go ahead and get our energy here. All right, let's get our claws out. Okay, so let's throw the shuriken on everything. Okay, and then we'll teleport. No, we won't. We're out of energy. But as you can see, armor reduction made us do tons of damage. Because these guys were actually all armor. I mean, it's a lot of damage. I think there was 122,000 crit in there. So it's definitely worth it to get this build going properly. Next we'll kind of show off Blade Storm because I like this one. So while your Blade Storm's going off, you could teleport in there and you're just joining in on it. So you start beating the shit out of them. It's actually pretty fun, but it's much less effective than the shurikens. The shurikens are really what you're using Ash for. That armor reduction is insane. So that being said, guys, that is the build. Hopefully you guys like the build. Hopefully you have fun with it. I know I do. So hopefully it works out for you. But Seeking Shuriken, tons of fun. Let me know what you guys think. If you would build differently, let me know how you would build. And you know, if there's another frame or weapon or something you want me to try out, I'll get a guide out as soon as I can, and we'll go from there. But if you guys like this video, hit that like button. If you want to see more content like this, hit that subscribe button. As always, thank you guys for watching.